And we're live. So, welcome everybody. Welcome back to the boat project. You know, the one with the boat and the project, of course. So, today we're gonna continue with the lighting of all of this. So yeah, what I'm thinking about I'm gonna do is gonna show you what I'm gonna try to achieve, but I don't know if I can. So, bear with me this time. So what we have is gonna be, we need to have a layer over here, right over here. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna pick up the blender tool instead. No wait, I can pick it up better. So blender tool. This is the blue tool. That's the white tool. Yeah, this is right for me. Hold on a sec. If it is rightfully so, so we have these two. Yeah, this one is the better one, if I'm correct. So, yeah, we're doing the right one. So, what I'm gonna try to do, I don't know if it will work correctly, but it should be working. So, hold on. We have this new layer, and now we can try to let's see if it works. What is happening? So I need to grab this and just pick up a big one. Yes, indeed. Cleaning up only the colors. So that's not what I wanted. So this is not the right tool. So we're gonna remove this layer. And we're gonna make it alpha. Let's see if that works. So we then just blend in. It doesn't produce anything. Good. So we don't need this one. Wait, hold on. We don't need this one. We're gonna remove this one. Remove the layer. Yes, please. We're gonna add a new one. Let's see. Ah, there you have it. All right, I finally found it. What I need. Oh, that's a good practice point there. So, add transparency mask, colorization mask, transform mask, filter mask. Oh boy. So we need to put blur inside of it. Yes, blur is the thing that I need. Whew, this is gonna be difficult. So we're having this blur mask, which we need. Now we're gonna select it. Can I see what I do? Or can I not? Properties. There you go. So we have this strength. So if I'm now removing this layer, what happens if I'm doing this? So I'm putting off, on, off, on, off, on, no. This is not the right mask. Remove the layer, yes. So because I'm doing it on the wrong one, I need to put it on the 27 of itself. Where is that one? There it is. So if I'm, yeah, there you go. So I need to put here, I need to put a mask. Filter mask, yes. Filter mask. Come on. Add a mask. Oh, because it has, alright, yeah, there you go. Add mask. Alright, so we need a blur. That's for sure. So I need that, and we can go for circle. So this mask has way too much blur, as you already can see. But it is a blur that we need. So we're gonna go to properties and we're gonna lower it down. So we want to go for one in each. yes, no. But this is the effect that I want to try to get. So yeah. It's a thing that I want to have. It's a thing that I want, but it is not the right amount. Because it's too strong. So I'm gonna go for a little bit more. Yes, if I'm gonna go for 0. If I'm gonna go for 0 pixels on this one, and then, 0 on this one, then nothing will happen, right? So, yes, this is the way I want it, but it is not the way I want it now. So, how am I fixing this? Because this is the right way. That's for sure. It's the right way to do things. It's a mask. Can I just, remove properties and then don't make it blurry? Can I not do that? No. Alright. Let's see if I then properties and then just, strength 0, what happens then? Can I actually increase the sharpness? Is that a thing that I can do? Increase the sharpness? No, I can increase the angle of it. I can go for a 1 degree angle. No. So yeah, it's a little bit difficult, but I'll get there. So I will remove this layer, that's for sure. And then, add a mask. That's the thing I want. I want to have a mask, but I need to have I need to add a mask normally. Transparency mask, filter mask, yes. Lens blur? Oh, I don't know. Motion blur? Lens blur. What's the difference be? Pentagon. Triangle. Now let's go for pentagon and then... Yes. Yes, this is what I want. I want not to have too much of a... Alright. What I want is not... thank God I'm doing this right. Alright. So, what I'm trying to do here is creating field of depth. So, if you can see already, this one is more blurred out than the rest. You can see that. That's correct. So what I'm now doing is trying to get all of this, in the right way. So if I'm picking up layer 66, I don't know where layer 66 is not the right one I need. Layer 41 is, which one is that? It's this one, right? Yeah. Alright. So we're doing it again, just as the same way out. So add a filter mask. Come on. Add filter mask. Oh, wait. Always forgetting this. Add filter mask. Then we're going to go for polygon. So, since this one is on the big rock, which we don't need, we're only going to go for 1. So, this is going to be 1. So, as you can see, it's less sharpened than the rocks over here. So, what I'm now going to do is looking for this one. Yes, excellent. So this one is after the first. So what we want to add a map. Hold on. Remove the thing and add a mask. We're gonna use a filter mask. We're gonna use this one as well. And we're gonna give it 2 instead of 1. Because it's actually behind the original one. But we can actually go first for 1 and then just change it up. So pillar 1, we have pillar 1 over here. This big boy. This big boy doesn't need a filter. That's the idea. So we're now gonna look for this. Well, our ship needs a filter. That's definitely a thing that's true. So ship is gonna need a filter. filter mask, and we're gonna use motion lens blur. I'm gonna pick up this one. And you already can see what the difference is. So since that this is the furthest away, it's the farthest away. It gives a more look to it that it is, you know, unsharp and unrecognized. What I can do though is properties, go for radiance 4, 2, 1, and 0, 1. So this is 1, this is 2. I can change up the angle a bit. So if I want to go for this, and I can pick up hexagons. If I'm now... Ooh, that's actually better. That makes this more interacting, and then, you know, that's a thing that I can do. So if I want 40 degrees, what happens then? 30 degrees, then I have the sharpness in the top mount. So we have the sharpness over here. We have the sharpness over here, and then not here. So that's also a thing that we can run around to. So yes, this is the right one. This is the right call. So we're gonna pick up 2. Yes, thank you very much. We're gonna save this because now we can just, you know, casually, you know, remove a mask. We can say like, we don't need a mask. We can use the mask. We don't need a mask. So it doesn't matter actually. It's just a mask, so it can be removed if necessary. Not like the rest here. You see? It's quite cool. Alright. Yes. We need to pick up that sharpness. Alright, so let's pick up here. Our friend that we had problems with that has the mask. So since that the mask is showing, we can just casually remove it and then, you know, it goes away. Yeah, it goes away. So no need there to worry about. This one doesn't need a. This one does not need a mask, so that's the fun part. This one also doesn't need a mask because it's the front part. Oh boy. Now the difficult stuff comes. Right here. This is another one. So how am I doing this? Well, I add a filter to it. Hold on. First remove that thing, then add a filter. So what I'm trying to do here is looking for the right yeah, 2 is the right. Nah, 3. 4. We can also change it up always. So no need for, well. So add filter 5, not but 4, and give it to it. So this is really blurry. So we don't want that. We want to have another one. So we're gonna go for properties, lower down again, lower down again to see, well, maybe this. Well, then we can change up the angles. So we're gonna say like maybe 30 degrees. Maybe that's in order. And then, you know, it changes up. So every single time we look at it, it will get it's less it's less sharp, so more things will go on the spotlight instead of, you know, everything is going to be on the spotlight, which, you know, gives rest to the no, there you go, there, 30, there you go. Add mask, and I'm gonna say like yes, pentagons, and I'm gonna say, well, we want to have 2 on this, right? Yeah, we can go for 2. We can go for 2. Yes, sure. So 2 already gives this. Alright, 2 is really blurry. All the stuff is gonna get really messy and such. We don't want to have that too many times, but we can actually lower it down from here on. Like, oh no, 2 is too much. Well, we can also go for 1. Well, 1 gives a little bit more. Now we can go for triangles. We can for triangles, and then, you know, just go for blur from there. So we can, you know, mess things up like really internal, which is quite cool. Which I'm gonna do. So we're gonna go for 8. No, we're gonna for triangles. We're gonna go not difficult. So this gives already the feeling that, you know, these big rocks are, well, more sharpened than this, which gives a feel of depth already. So to make sure that we have this nice feeling of, you know, back and forward of things that we can look at, which is important. We're gonna just, you know, add a filter mask again, and we're gonna go for pentagons again, and then, you know, press OK, and then we're gonna say like, well, is this what we wanted? Is this what we wanted? Is this what we wanted? Like, you know, is this the biggest? No. We want to lower it down. We want to go to 2. We want to go to 2. Yes, we want to go to 2. Why to 2? Because now you can see that this one is on the back of the sharp one. Yes. So that's how you do that. You know, it gives that feeling of, you know, rocks that are going inside. Now we can go to layer 21. Well, this one. You can say like, well, do we want to have this on the background? No, we don't. But do we want? Where's the layer 8? This one. Do we want to have this on the background of this? Yes, we could do that. So, hold on. Add transparency mask, not but filter, and then, you know, go for here. And go for triangles, and then press OK. So, oh my god, this is terrible. Yes, I know, because it is on 5. So, I'm gonna continue back on. See if this blends well. No, it blends not well. Can we go for this one? No, we can't. So, eventually we're not doing it. So, because this place is already a little bit blurry, we don't want to have that on that. So, let's see. So we want to make sure that we have another one that doesn't stand out. So we're going to go for this one. Go transparency mask. Hold on. Add. Filter. There you go. Give this one a nice call. Alright, so we have now this. Properties. Look at it. Look at the mask. And then we can say like, what I'm not trying to look at, just to see, alright, just to see. Alright, I have my eraser tool. I want to know if this works. It does. Oh my. Now we're getting somewhere. So, what's the main thing that we have found now out? Is that we can use the transparency tool to create effects that, you know, create visual distances, if I may say so myself. Like, this big boy here is actually blurred out. I know, surprise. Also, this is blurred out. But because all these masks are here, that all represent, you know, parts of the things, we can now work around that and, well, create more special effects on it, which is what we wanted in the first place. Because we want to have more light intervals in this place. As you can see, we want to have more light intervals, but to make those light intervals, we are gonna need some drastic, you know, ways of getting there. One of those things is, you know, adding a filter. Now the fun part begins, because I can do this, and I can do this. And if I'm now doing this, watch me. I am not entirely removing the blur, as you already can see. But what I'm doing is actually removing some of it. Alright? Not all of it, some of it. So since I lowered the strength of it, it gives less of a blur inside of the area. Now, if we are if we're lowering it even more down, and I will move my cursor over here, it will take me more times to, you know, get rid of this, you know, blurriness. If I would increase it, I would get a clear view. You see? But if I would now maybe, you know, add it, I can do that, right? I can just add some more blur, right? No. But we could draw. Could draw blur on it, right? Let's see if we can draw blur on it. So now I'm using a tool, and I'm using it on the filter mask. Let's see if it works. So I'm having this, and then, you know, I'm gonna go for the... Yes! Yes, indeed, it works! Like a true angel, it works. So, what's going on? I could now, for instance, use, instead of this, I could use a scraping tool, like a dry roller. Oh, let's do that. Dry roller gives a really funny idea. So if I'm now using a dry roller and I would just use this to, you know, cause a blur, which can happen, you know, it might give an effect. The only downside is the effect only will be created if the blur is big enough. So if I would just use whatever, this, awesome, great. So whatever. And I would use this on this object, and now I will remove it. I will just remove it, you know, and now I will show you. So I have this tool, and it should be able to get blurry by, you know, this tool. The only downside is the effects of the tool don't work. But I could I darken it? No, I cannot darken it. Alright. So, by the looks of it, I can add it, but the only way to edit it correctly is by using the big tools like, you know, no, this one not, the other one then, just normal boy. Normal boy then. Yes, normal boy. No, come on, do it. You did so well last time. No? Alright. So, yes, of course the filter doesn't work with that. Alright, what I can do is just, you know, remove this layer and then, you know, make a new one, which I'm gonna do. So, the first thing we're gonna do is add some colors. So, lens colors, motion colors. Oh boy. What does motion color do? Oh, that's fun. Let's see what that does. Ooh, that's so funny. Alright, alright, alright. So, which way do we want to have this moving? Oh my god, this is gonna be so funny to do. Because now we can actually add, you know, confusing. So, what we can do now is bring in the big boy. And what the funny thing about the big boy is that the big boy is not yet colored in. I don't care. It's the big boy. Big boys don't need to have a color. So I will use my big boy. Where is it? There it is. Big boy. Big boy Charlie. And if I now add a filter mask to it. Alright. I would add a filter mask to it. Hold on. Big boy Charlie is going to have a filter mask on it. I will add a filter mask on it. And I would just go for motion blur. Which I'm going to do. I can do this. Watch me. So, you know, everybody likes a fast-moving creature going through the waters, which I can create. You see what's happening? You can see what's happening, I hope. So, Mr. Big Boy here is going to be moving down, because that's what big boys do. And big boy is going to be is going to be the almost, not center of attention, but, oh yes, that's scary. Now, big boy is going to be here. So, what's going on now is that Mr. Big Boy, surprisingly, you know, has this effect of, you know, moving. So if I want to move it like this, I can make it look like, you know, things move really quickly. And that's exactly what I want to do. And now, if I now, maybe we just want to show people like, well, it's not all things, you know, it's not everything is the same here. And we want to, you know, remove some parts that, you know, are a problem. Well, then we can just, you know, clear it up. You see? That's a fun effect, right? That's a really fun effect. That's like, you know, you try to erase something and then, you know, you have this scrapped out piece of equipment. So, yes, this is a thing that I'm gonna do. But I'm also gonna do it with fish. So what I'm gonna do is make some fish and some nice little bush over here. I'm gonna make some bushes over here to give this the effect of something coming really quickly towards the fish, and the fish react like whoosh, they're gone. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Now let's go back with that. So Mr. Big Boy, this is why I always like this, man. This is why I like it so much. I can do so many things with just, you know, one tool. It's so cool. And I'm not even doing anything. I'm just explaining you all that this is so much fun. So, we have now Mr. Big Boy. We have now the positioning of Mr. Big Boy. We know where the Big Boy is gonna go. So that's completely fine. Yes, that's completely fine. So, what we now want is to get every single piece here under the right correction of what do we want with it, where do we want it, and what do we want to have, you know, blurred out. So we could say like this is first, and then this one is second. So we can you know, blur this part up a little bit more, and then we have this part that is actually quite well done, like this part over here. This is gonna be 1, so this is gonna be 1, then this is gonna be 2, and then this is gonna be well, you know, the one after 2, 3. So let's continue. I wonder, by the way, if I'm using this, for instance, alright, and I would use then on this, I would use the transparency. What happens if I'm now going for, you know, lens? And I would add alright. Oh, that's actually quite nice to use. Alright, that's not bad. So, what we want to do is, so we wanted to do that, so we're gonna do that indeed. No. 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 Yes. No. Come on. Ah, this one. So we want to have this. No, this is color. Wait, this is only color, right? Yeah, this is only color now. No. No. Lots of work. This all colors. We need to have the clear layer. There you go. So we want to have this, and we want to add that. We want to add it. We want to add some mask on it, like this. And then we're going to go for this, and we're going to use this, and we're going to use this for fun. So we have this lens view already, and it's on 5. Holy hell, that's a lot of changes. And we don't want that. We don't want to have that so many times. We only want to have it like triangly, so that it is not that much. And we want to have it on 1. Yeah, 1 is good enough. So we have this one. It's representing right here. Then we have this one, and then we're gonna go here. All right. So layer 20. Which your layer 20. All right. Your layer 19. Layer 19. Do we want to clear that up, or do we want to blur that out? No, we don't need to. All right. Do we want to clear up the color scheme? Yes, we could do that as well. So we're gonna add up a filter. We're gonna see what's going on. So we're gonna add up the color scheme. We're gonna change the properties up, and then we're gonna just see what's going on. So if we remove it, nothing happens. If we do this, it doesn't give it doesn't give an effect at all. That's a shame. Alright. Here you go. So, since that this is all up there, we don't need to bother with that. Don't need to bother with that. We need to bother with... where are you? No. Oh, that's only colors. No, we don't need to waste our time with colors. Sometimes, I wish I put everything. Sometimes I wish I did everything the same way, but I cannot do that all the time. So we want to have this. So we want to have this, and then we want to make sure that we have this on properties. And then we're going to go back to dial it back to 3, I think. That's a lot of blur. It's not what I wanted. No. Properties 2. That's still a lot of blur, but we want to have this property on 1 then, I guess. Not too much. There you go. Better. So what still stands out? Well, not much more, but the parts that need to be standing out are now correctly standing out by looking at the composing. If I'm correct. Maybe I will blur this one a little bit more. But that's the thing that I need to find out later. Let's see. Boop, boop. So yeah. This is how it all works. No. It's funny to see everything working well. see now. So we still have this one that is not sharpened up. Or well blurred down. So we want to have that done. There you go. Use the preset default, yes. And then we want to, how do you say? Properties lower down to 2. Lower down to 2, yes, there you go. No. Do we want to remove some of it? No, because it's already blurred down, right? Yeah, I don't want that. No, no. So yeah, we can just put a blur tool on it. That's fine. I'm looking for some stuff. Just hold on. Ooh. That's some tough call. There you go. Found you. So we're gonna go here, put this on, see what's happening, so you can already see what's going on if I'm doing it. And now I can just, change it up to acceptable amounts of, blurriness. So I think I'm gonna go for triangly. And what do I don't want? What do I want to have blurred and what not? Well, now is the fun part. Since that this gives more than one thing, and I don't want everything to be blurred out, but I want to have one part here from this part blurred out, which I can just do. Because, which I just can do. So this is the whole fun part of it. I can just decide what I blur out and what I don't blur out, which is the cool part. Since that I don't want to blur out everything, but I want to have blurred out one specific thing, the rest I can just, leave. It's a quite cool effect, by the way. If you notice that most of this is just, blurring out, giving people things, and then you see like, well, this part over here still also needs to be worried about. Yes, that's correct. And so now we have this part that I don't like, gone. And not everything is everything is still the same. So now I can just look down and I'm like, this one stands out, but this part is now blurred out. So let's just find out where that part is. So yeah, what am I doing? Well, I'm doing the most important thing actually. Just adding up some stuff. So, next thing I'm gonna do, because I'm still doing things, surprise, is to well, add some more stuff to it. And since this is like, oh my god, this is so annoying, yes, that's correct. So I can just properties and I can just say like, well, this one needs to blur 4 or something like that. Because, it doesn't need to blend in too much with the background. It just needs to be blending in, but not too much. So yes, this is how you do it. And now we can already see like, oh my god, there is something big coming, you know. That's the whole idea. It's something big is coming. But you don't see it. You see only the movement. And that's the cool stuff. So, I also can just, you know, because this is a one whole object, I can just press the move button. Look at the game crashing on me like, ooh. So I can do this, and then, you know, say like, I want to transform it a little bit. That's alright. I can do that. And just make it tiny or really big. You know, that's a thing that I can do. So I will now just, you know, do literally nothing with it. That's for instance a thing that I can do. So this is what I'm gonna do. This is without. This is with. See the difference? Good. Alright. No. So yeah, it's already getting a little bit more, you know, watery like. More fascinating to look at. The skies finally shine through. So yeah. If you can see. This is normal, the background, alright? This is the background. This is the ugly, ouch, background. So, what do we want now? Well, since this is another water place, and we want to have that also, we want to have some shining over here, and then, you know, some light coming through here, but not on this one. So, because this one is on the background, we cannot do that. Yeah, I still have sometimes, so yeah, let's do that one as well. But yeah, so far so good. It's getting better and better all the time, doesn't it? It's still not the best work I did, but I'm trying to recreate something that is called a lens view or something like that. Let's see where we can go for that too. Lens effect camera unfocused. Alright. Images. Yes. Alright, so if I'm gonna go for lens effects, here you go. Well, that's really bad. No, hold on. No. Well, now we can only see in lenses, so surprise, but this. Yes. This is a beautiful lens effect, even though it's only a camera that we can see, but we can still see the lens effect in motion. So, what's going on here is that, well, you have this main part that is focused up, alright? Bear with me. So this main part is focused up, and then the rest is really getting already, you know, this part until here, that is focused. And then slowly, it's getting deformed, and then the rest is all, oosh, ow, oof, you know, blurry as hell. We don't need to watch the rest of this bloody thing, but yeah. So, if we look now here, we have our boat. If you look from the boat's center, you already can see that the boat stands out. Why is it standing out? Because it is a blue background. That's one. Also, it stands out because the sand is yellow, which is important because the sand is yellow, it stands out. If it would not have been yellow, if it would have been this ish brown, it would not stand out, and you would not see the difference between the boat and the pot. What we could do is darken it, because, you know, the big boy arises and shows darkness upon the world, you know. That's the thing that we can do. So, to make sure that this, make sure that this one does not steal the spotlight, we need to make sure that we have the focus on the boat. So everything is going to be on the focus of the boat. So if I can draw a line like so, I will do. But first I'm going to save because that's important. Alright, so we have this, line that we're going to pick. We're going to make up a new layer just to show you. It's a line. It's going to be a tick line. It's going to be a big boy. So every single line is going to be a focus towards the boat itself. So you can already see what's going on, I hope. But every single line is going to be a focus on the boat. So the more lines I draw, bigger the boat image is going to be. So because you can see the boat from all angles, because it is angled like, angle like right so. It's angled like in a shape. Yeah, in a shape. That's a good word. It's aligned in a shape. This shape. Let's move it up a little bit. Yes. It's aligned. It's inlined in a shape. These shapes give dimension to the object itself. So as long as I can draw a line to look at the boat, like from here to here, I can see the boat, which makes my focus go to the boat, like, wow, that's a boat. Alright, then if you look at the rest of it, like, the rocks, I can draw a line through the rocks, and boom, that's also a boat. I can draw a line to here to there, and boom, there's also a line. So the idea here is to put this on the center of attention. This is going to be our center of attention. This boy, this big boy, this boat, this BOTDW boat, this boat, B-O-A-T, boat. This is why it's a boat project, and this is why it's so important to have this boat on our main idea. So, because this boat is in the middle of the attention, you can see the boat. But when you're done looking at the boat, because I can see the boat, good for you. Then you pick up attention. So then the attention is moving from. Now I'm gonna move to white to show you then further. So it moves its attention towards the rest of the object. So from here, it's gonna go 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 here, and it's gonna go here. So, because then the eye has sketched up that the boat is here, the boat is here, and there is nothing left to see on the boat because it's only the boat itself. It will show some other parts. So that's here. That's right over here. Sorry that I cannot describe it. So it's gonna be here. It's gonna be here. It's gonna be here, right here, and it's gonna be right over here. So, and right here. So, what the idea is, I'm gonna move this even further up, further bigger. Come on. I'm gonna move this big boy way up, just to put a representation on it. Come on, get to the parts that I need. No, you don't want to go up. There you go. There you go. It's up. All right. So I hope you are still here with. I don't know if this caused a big lag for a beautiful stream. But alright, I'm so sorry if that happened. So you already can see what's going on. So there are a couple of attention patterns where I can put, running fish, away. But we'll put this on a red line. Because, I'm just going to delete this layer sooner or later. But to show you what I mean, I'm going to keep this, but I'm going to just, do this. Boop, it's gone. Alright. So, to make sure that, you go from the eye point to the eye point, like, hey, why are the fish running away? Well, then you need to make sure that the dots are connected. So, and that's yellow. That's way obvious. Huh? Yellow, yellow, yellow. So there need to be point of interests. So there are gonna be points of interest right over here. Alright? So there needs to be something here to catch someone's eye. Well, the good news is we already have right over here this beautiful rock. So that's already one. We have this spot, that's also one. We have this spot and this spot, which are both eye catchers. Now we still have some parts left that needs to be having something to show to be connected. So since that this is gonna be going towards the ship, we need to have something over here. We need to have fish over here. So instead of this yellow, we're gonna go for red, and here is gonna be fish. Right over here is gonna be fish. So once these fish, see the big number 1, it's gonna be seeing the big number 1, this boy. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. So like this. So the fish are gonna be scared. That's the idea. So how can they see it? Well, they need to have a point of view. So can the fish look here? Yes, the fish can look here. Up in the sky, they can see the big giant monster coming towards them. So they run away. So they have this movement towards this and to this area. So therefore, I can cover this one and I can cover this one at the same time. This part has nothing, but it has an eye catcher right over here. So it can the eye catcher is already there. The same goes for this rock. So if you follow the rock, you can see this, which is good. Then, if you follow the line, you follow directly with your eye line, you follow the fish, you see the fish running, you look up, there are no fish, you can only see the rock, and then you look back again to the ship and see the big giant monster in the background. That's the idea. Alright? That's the idea. In practice, though, it's sometimes a little bit difficult because, you still need to make all the things happening. So far, we have now done this. Now we have done that. I think I need to do Saturday. I need to make some fish. And I need to redesign some plants. So I think I'll do that Sunday. And yeah. That's the thing that I'm going to do. I'm just going to explain you what I'm going to do next time on Monday. So far we have done a lot. Because we already have now created special effects. We have now created special effects. I will put this away just because, we don't need it. We have now created special effects. We have now created the lens. This guy. This we have created. This effect we have created, which is good. So we have created the lens effect. We still need to color up this, but I won't do it until Monday, so that when I have all the parts that are here, and all the parts here, and all the fish here, then I will continue with coloring them, and then we have 3 things to color again. Surprise, because we want to color. We don't want to draw. Well, I could do that as well, but I'm just getting used to all the tools, and well, drawing is a little bit more does require a little bit more patience than this. This is already exhausting at all, but this is already exhausting, but I hope you get it. I just need to do this in relax mode, you know, just like that. So yes, that's what I'm gonna do Sunday. And then Monday, we're gonna make this thing proud, because we're gonna color the last and final parts of the pieces so that we can finally move on to the last part, and that's over here, these light strokes. We're gonna make them more happening, you know, here, and then I'm gonna add some more color to it, and that's gonna be like on Saturday and Friday, and then on Friday, and then on Saturday and then on Sunday I will do a special stream to, well, next Sunday I will do a special stream to get this thing fully fixed and fully done. I hope that I'm getting there, and I will do more time, you know, just doing everything else. And well, that's all. So that's the plan. You know, baby steps all the way. We have come from far, and we're almost there. Only 3 or 4 things to do, but all these things require patience and a good time. So I hope you'll enjoy it, and I hope you'll like it. And until then, I'll see you then. Have a nice day.